Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and the 41st coffee stream. I almost said 40 thirst. um, and today we're going to have a special guest. I know usually it's just Fridays that have guest day, but she was unable to make tomorrow because of work. So Vanilla Bear will be joining us in probably about 20 minutes or so. She said that she had to pick up her little children from school. Well, not one of them's like 13. So anyway, had to pick up the kids from school. And then she said that she would be joining us. So that will be exciting. And Dork Oracle has also gotten back to me. And she said that she would be more than happy to come on as a guest tomorrow. So hopefully that's still going to work out. Um, so yeah, hopefully we'll be having oh, how's the is there still an echo? Oh, the last cat you inherited. Jesse says the last cat I inherited I named DC as in the comics. I told everyone it stood for damn cat. DC was all black except for a gallows sign on her chest. Aw. Oh, sorry, that was my issue. Okay. So let's say hi to everybody here. Let's say hi to Dread Darkwater, Jesse Defenic Fox, Chadwick, Jean Pierre, Brandon Harmed. Who else here? Cult of Krill. Intrepid Timing, says Cult of Krill. Yes, intrepid timing. And as promised, I am definitely getting sick. I've taken the Dayquil, so that should help. um, so yeah, I've got some leftover news from yesterday that I didn't get to. Plus, there's a whole bunch of shit that's gone down, like in another fucking shooting. I don't actually have any articles pulled up about that. I just heard about it. Intriguing title. Um, intriguing title. It's because I've got some disabled news. Some news specifically from either there's one website actually called Disability Scoop that I have a story from, and then I have another story from HuffPost Disabilities, and then yeah, there's a few that I didn't get to yesterday, and then of course Jim Acosta with the he obviously didn't punch the intern, but um, he he pushed her arm out of the way when she tried to take the microphone from him because he was hogging the microphone and it was somebody else's turn, and she was doing her job as an intern. And my sister's cat Leo is a perfect jerk. um, so obviously, like he pushed her arm out of the way, and obviously that's not okay. You should be aware how the press pool works, and if you're going to hog the microphone, somebody's going to come and take it from you, and that's how life works, dude. You're an adult now. Well, physically anyway. um you are physically an adult. So generally people tend to assume that if you are physically an adult, you are also mentally an adult, but you have appeared to dispel that myth quite quickly, Mr. Acosta. Um, you could say he accosted her. 5 this morning when I woke up and found out he was bound from the White House. I laughed my ass off. My wife thought I was going crazy. Oh, when you read. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's funny because he keeps saying, "Don't believe the lies that the White House is putting out." And it's like, dude, there's a video. This is not a he said. This is not a he said she said thing. There's video. Jesus, really high school tendies. Yeah, he like just pushed her arm down when she went to reach for the microphone to take it away. And it's not like he asks hard-hitting questions or anything like that. Like the left is trying to spin this as, oh, Trump is just trying to silence the press. No, he's not asking hard-hitting questions that are making Trump uncomfortable. He's asking the same questions over and over and over again and not letting anyone else ask any questions. So, like, what do you expect? And then he's gonna put his hands on an intern. Oh shit, Ruth Bader Ginsburg is in the hospital. Yeah, I heard she fell in court and busted her ribs. Seriously, they're all acting like little high school kids. He's the bully. Yep, it's true. But yeah, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I think she's got like 3 broken ribs. I'm not sure if there's any other injuries. But yeah, she's not doing well, and she should have retired a long time ago. But that's neither here nor there. Like, I'm not gonna wish ill on anybody, even if I don't agree with their politics. But this is. Oh, thank you for the article. We'll read about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I almost called her Goose Bader Rinsburg. Jesus Christ, I think the Dayquil is working. Oh, fuck. That's not how the Supreme Court works. When you're in there, you're in for life. It's like a gang, really, says Pink Hollow. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. And let's get to the Discord, and we'll read that article about Ruth Bader Ginsburg really quick, and then we will tackle some of the other stuff. Monkey's competing with you again, Blind. Yeah, I know. He actually apologized for going late, so I had to be like, dude, it's okay. You're much larger than me, so I can't exactly. It's not right for me to dictate shit. Who the fuck do I think I am, right? Let's see. That's good on him. Yeah. Well, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, Monkey. So Justice Ginsburg admitted to hospital after serious fall. Oh, and guys, while I'm reading this, we might have a dead Dreamcast. This makes me sad. Don't blame Monkey. They just legalized weed in Michigan. Not very late, Jacob. You're about 10 minutes late. I love the Monkey family. Yeah, they're great. So yeah, the Dreamcast might be dead. The lens may just be dirty, but it might be dead because it wasn't reading my game this morning. So yeah, we might have to possibly press F for the Dreamcast. Yeah. It sucks. It really, really sucks. So yeah, poor Dreamcast. And that's the second one. It's the second fucking Dreamcast that we bought because the Pincalo was cleaning the lens on the first one and Alex bumped his hand and he dropped it. So yeah. It sucks. Press F for the Dreamcast, yes. Half F for now. Yes, we'll see. We'll see if it can be resurrected. Okay, here we go.
9:20 a.m. heading level 1. Justice Ginsburg admitted to hospital after serious fall. 9:20 a.m. 11/08/2018 vertical line politics. Kevin Daly vertical. Button. Third part, just the health of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg was seriously injured in a Wednesday evening fall in her chambers at the U.S. Supreme Court.
Oh, she was in her chambers. Okay. I like listening to Scribe turn into a little girl every time Grand Monkey comes on. Yeah, that's adorable. Where's Vanilla at? She's picking up her kids. She'll be here in about probably the next 10 to 15 minutes. Grand Monkey is so cute, says Chadwick. She really is. Yeah, Vanilla Bear should be here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. She just had to pick up her kids from school. There was a bit of a misunderstanding with the time zones. But once she's back home with the kids, she'll be hopping on. I've sent her the link already. Pincolo says, okay, I've got to know if she fell in her chambers, did she have to use her life alert? Oh, thanks, Jacob. Blind Press is cooler than Daredevils. That's awesome. I am just getting set up here. Be there in a few minutes, says Vanilla Bear. No worries. No worries at all.
The health of the 85-year-old justice and progressive favorite is much watched, lest a sudden change of events give President Donald Trump a third appointment to the High Court. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg fell in her office at the court last evening. Link. The Supreme Court Public Information Office said Thursday morning she went home, but after experiencing discomfort overnight, went to George Washington University Hospital early this morning. Tests showed that she fractured 3 ribs on her left side and she was admitted for observation and treatment. Updates will be provided as they become available.
Damn. So she was in her... Well, I wonder what she was doing that made her fall, or if she like tripped over something, or I'm wondering how long it's gonna take. I think Grand Monkey has a crush on Scribe. Aw. I wonder how long it's gonna be before some tinfoil hat on the left says that she was like tripped on purpose or like accosted or something like that.
Link. Related U.S.
And that's the end of that. That was just a short little blurb. So she's got 3 fractured ribs at 85. Well, at any age that sucks, but at 85, that is rough. That's gonna be hard to heal from, and I've actually heard you can develop pneumonia from getting broken ribs. So she's good. That's gonna be something to watch for. Let's close Discord here so it doesn't go off on me. At 85, they're just called episodes. She had an episode and then she fell. Nice, Pincalo, nice. Oh my goodness. Let's have a sip of coffee here. Ah, that's better. So let's see here. Let's get into the Twitter DMs and find some of those disabled gems that I found. There we go. And while I'm doing that, guys, please like and share the stream if you haven't already. And take if you're able and willing, please take a moment to consider donating to the Streamlabs or becoming a patron. The links are in the description. Um, the current Streamlabs goal is for maybe she did it on purpose. So she wouldn't have to be there for the Kavanaugh investiture. That's funny. So the current Streamlabs goal is for a PS4, and we're planning on trying to take advantage of some Black Friday sales so that it's not a stupid amount of money. And especially now that the fucking Dreamcast might possibly be dead, which sucks because it's a good little system. Yeah. Everyone hit the Blackman button, says Jacob. Yes, everyone, please like and share. And it's a Vanilla Bear. Hello, Vanilla Bear. How are you?
I'm getting there.
You're getting there?
Yeah, it's back to work tonight.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
How's the kids?
They're great at the minute, even though I've just chucked a bag of sweets in front of them just to keep them quiet for half an hour. Bit of bribery gets you a long way with my kids.
That's the best way. Here's food. Now be quiet.
Yeah. And I do apologise if we get interrupted by the other bear.
That's fine. That's fine. The other bear is always welcome.
It's a lot better now he's on these new meds. He's quite hyperactive, so...
Yeah, how's that working out?
It's been on them for nearly a week now, and they're starting to kick in properly, so it's a lot better.
Good. That's good. I hate medication adjustments. They drive me insane.
Yeah, I can feel you on that one.
Well, they scare the shit out of me because once my meds stop working and I have to change them, I'm always terrified of what the side effects will be for me, and I just don't like it. That's the one thing that it kind of causes a vicious circle for me because then my anxiety gets bad and it sucks. So it's good to hear that they're starting to work properly, and hopefully they will not give him too much of a hard time.
No, and he's sleeping better, so that's better for me.
Yeah. Well, sleep always helps.
Yes, especially for him. Oh God, what's been going on at your end, man? The shooting, everything else.
Sorry?
Have you heard about the shooting today in
I
California?
have. I haven't heard very many details, but I've heard that it was at a bar in California, and I think there were some university students that were attending the bar that were shot as well. I need to, you know what? Let's find I'm sure if I were to open up any news tab, there would be a story here. Let's see.
Yeah, Bears told me I've got to stop reading into things because I was watching the news about it. But there was one girl they were interviewing, and she was saying that it took him 6 seconds to change his magazine, and he was quite efficient with it. But it's like, if someone is that scared, they're not going to stand there and watch and count for 6 seconds of him changing his magazine to go shooting again.
Yeah, I would if I was in a situation where a shooting was taking place, and I could if obviously I can't see, but if I could see, I wouldn't be standing there watching what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be out of there, man. I'd be like
She was
either
quite
behind
calm.
something or
Yeah, she was quite calm in saying it as well. And it's like, were you actually there? Because to me, you're showing that maybe it's just shock hasn't kicked in yet with it. I don't know, but for someone to come out with the precise seconds of changing the magazine,
that's a weird thing to talk about.
yeah. So to me, I know shock can affect a lot of people in different ways, but that to me, it's just too thought out.
Yeah.
Because I certainly won't stand there and watch someone change it and then go, right, I'll run and duck now.
I can type, I swear. There we go. Oh my god. No, this is let's see here. What does it say here? Anything? No, not that.
I know the police officer that got killed who was going to retire next year,
Hmm.
but they were doing line dancing. I've done a bit of line dancing, but hey, it's good to keep fit with line dancing. Keeps you moving.
Pincalo says 6 seconds is a terrible reload time.
Well, I don't know. I've never held a gun or changed the reload, but I thought that.
Insult Worski, who's prime suspect. Oh, come on. We're not. No. Worski's special, but he's not that. No. That, I disavow. um, let's see. Is there any? Oh, yeah, 12. It's apparently said he's killed.
Yeah, he's dead as well. They've not named him
Yeah.
yet.
So I'm guessing 11 including him, or 11 and him, or 12 and him.
I'm not sure on that one.
Let's see. What does it say here? God, this is confusing. I've got one screen reader talking to me in one ear and the other one talking to me in the other ear. So I'm reading chat with one headphone from my phone and I'm listening to my computer in another headphone. Multitasking.
Oh, you're doing better than me. And I'm supposed to be a woman and I can't do it.
Well, at least my kids are back to school today.
Oh,
They were
it's
both.
heavy when they're back at school.
Yeah, they were both sick.
Oh.
But Logan went back to school today, so he's so I'm by myself. It's freaking once they go to school and then they're home sick for like a week, you're like, how did I do this? How did I have them every day?
Yeah, I hate it when it's like the holidays because like they have a holiday over Halloween, so it's like a week off, and then they've got 2 weeks off at Christmas. Then they've got 2 weeks off, no, a week off over Valentine's. Then they've got 2 weeks off at Easter.
Good Lord.
Then they have another week off in June, I think it is, or May. And then they will have the 6 weeks holidays like from the middle of July till September.
God damn, you guys have more time off than we do, and I thought they had like we have long weekends, but we don't have like big like we get long let's see, Thanksgiving long weekend. Um no Halloween holiday. Then there's Christmas, which is usually a week and a half. Then there's depending on what province you're in, there's like a family day holiday, like long weekend in February. Then there's a week off in March, and then there's an Easter long weekend. So you get the Easter Monday off and Good Friday off. And then there's Victoria Day weekend, which is the 21st of May usually. Because we always take the weekend before the 24th as the long weekend. And then they get 8 weeks in the summer.
I couldn't cope with 8 weeks. I just can't cope with 6.
Yeah, it's funny because you love your kids, but it's like, God damn, just stop.
And you get, Mom, I'm bored. Mom, is it picnic? Mom, Mom. Oh. Well, that's good for you.
So let's see here. Oh shit! So it's 12, including him, 11 bar patrons, and a sergeant.
Yeah.
And then him. So 13, including him.
Yeah, but they're not going to count him, are they?
No. They should. You can love your kids and not like them at the same time, says Dread Darkwater. Yes, you can.
It's like a love-hate relationship with your husband.
Yep.
You can live with him. No, you can live without him, but you can't live with him.
Yeah, and it's so funny because there's times where it's like Pinkalo and I freaking we can't stand to be around each other, but then I'll go visit my family, which is like 6 hours away, and I'll go with my mother, and I'll be halfway to my family, and I'll be like, God damn it, I miss him.
Like where I work, it's only like down the road from me, so it's like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
And it's like it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I really want to get in bed now. And then I'll come home like, oh no, you can get out of bed.
Yeah.
You're not getting in bed while I'm in bed. Move it.
Yep. Oh, let's see. Did you hear about the I read about this yesterday. Did you hear about the paraplegic athlete that's suing Luton Airport because they don't have self-propelled wheelchairs available at the airport?
No.
And his got left behind?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay, so what he did was like his custom-made wheelchair got left behind on a flight. And they offered to push him on a high-backed wheelchair, and they were gonna put some straps around him to keep him upright, right? He decided no, that's too undignified. So he decided that he was going to use his arms and literally drag himself through Luton Airport to a taxi. And is now suing the airport because he made the decision that dragging himself through the airport was less of a bruise to his pride than being pushed on a high-back wheelchair.
I can see where he's coming from. It's the independence and being strapped.
Yeah, it would suck to be strapped. I understand that. But if if your chair is left behind and they don't have a self-propelled wheelchair for you, but they're offering to give you a push, it sucks. Like sometimes I have to get guided. Like I would love it if I could go to a mall and not have to ask for help because I get lost, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm not independent. I'm advocating for myself, right? And yeah, it really sucks that his wheelchair got left behind. But if he's like, hey, my wheelchair got left behind, can you guys like help me out? That's advocating for yourself. That's not being dependent on somebody. Like, yeah, it really sucks that you're gonna have to get strapped in and pushed, but would you rather not get strapped in, pushed, and fall over?
Yeah. Well, it's like the other side of it as well. If they didn't strap him properly, that could have made his injuries worse.
Yeah.
So I can see where he's coming from, because like the line of work that I'm in, I look after dementia patients.
Oh, okay.
So I can see that sense where if he got strapped in, they could have made him more worse with his being paralysed. Shut it, you. Not you, Hubby. Time him out.
Boo, get a real guest.
Just remember you're only upstairs having a poo, I can flush you down the toilet. Please no bully, I'll bully you.
That's amusing.
It's funny how I sort of get that. It's hit me, it distracts me. But I've lost what I was saying now. Trust him.
But yeah, like it's a hard one to think about because yeah, I could see like it would really suck to have your mobility aid left behind, right? Like, but I don't know if suing the airport is necessarily like it's because he was going from Moldova back to Britain, and the flight, like the Moldovan airport, the way that the article reads, is the one that left the wheelchair behind, not the Luton airport. So
I think take Bear's rent away from him. He's being disgusting. Naughty, put me off.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
It's what he's put prior to that, the naughty boy.
What is going on here?
Sorry, I have to do it.
Pay attention to the host, you silly bitch. What the
I can't do nothing.
Just turn him into a sock puppet. That's funny.
No, it's a cleaning housewife if he carries on.
If you turn him into a sock puppet, you could use him to clean with.
No, because he'll enjoy it.
Oh, that's true.
Stretch his back out. He has a bad back, so it might help actually.
So I read, there's another article that I have that's called "My Illness Makes," or "My Children Are Better People Because of My Illness," and it's by this mom who's got like some sort of chronic pain. I think it's like fibromyalgia or something like that. And here, let's see if I can get to the why aren't you entertaining me? You keep this up. I'm going to just give you the link, Bear.
No, you don't want him on stream. And you cope with both of us?
I think it would be funny as fuck. Because I sit there and when I listen to you both on stream together, I'm just dying.
Hey, that's polite.
Is that him yelling?
Yeah. Yeah, that's polite on the stream. You should hear us when we're not on stream. It's too delicate for your viewers.
Oh, he's a funny guy, he is. Bear and Vanilla Bear remind me of my parents, says Mr. Misanthropic.
He has fun in his head, and I have fun trying to batter him. Unless people donate money for me to smack him across his backside with a belt and a break it, then that's even better.
Oh yeah, if you want people, if you want Vanilla Bear to smack Irate Bear with a belt on stream.
Yeah, we did it for Beardy. We raised money for him.
Right.
I was a bit. Or was it the other time? There was twice, did it? Oh yeah, I broke my belt, the first belt on his backside, and then I got a thick leather one, and he was shouting harder, so I did, and he couldn't sit down for 2 days.
Oh wow.
So yeah, well, we do things for charity.
Of course. Where is that stupid thing? Is that? Huffington Post, yes. It was from Huffington Post Disabilities. It's a blog entry about oh, come on, you stupid. Yes, my children have become better people because of my illness, because apparently you can't raise your children to be good people unless you're sick. I don't. That's kind of a weird.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then like druggies would be the same. It'd make their kids better if you look at it in that way.
Maybe. I did not say a boot, Jacob. I don't say a boot. I don't live in Alberta. Sweet, moving to the phone so I can walk the dog, but I promise not to walk into the same fence. Yes, Michelle, pick a different fence to walk into today. My two small children are learning compassion and empathy and acceptance for people who are different. Well, why can't you teach them compassion and empathy and acceptance without being sick?
Exactly, and the school should be helping as well.
Like, do you think if I was sighted that I wouldn't teach my children to help people and like be nice to people? Like, what the fuck does that? Yes, it says being a parent is hard work. Well, no shit.
Just being a person is hard work.
Yeah. Studies indicate that parents with children who also work full-time jobs are putting in 96 hours of full-time work per week, and that's hard when you're healthy, able-bodied, and things take the normal amount of time. I would say that you're putting in uncounted hours when you're a parent because your work never really stops, but okay.
Yeah.
But what if you aren't healthy, able-bodied, or unable to do things in the typical amount of time? Why is that added in like it's a disability in itself, unable to do things in the normal amount of time? Wouldn't that come into play if you were not able-bodied or healthy? Like, isn't it obvious that you would be doing things slower?
God, how old is she? 90? And my residents, like, yeah, I know with dementia it does slow them down, but boy, do they move. When they want something, they can bloody move and they'll have it done that way. But I
10
smell
months
BS.
ago. Oh, what? Pardon?
I smell BS.
I smell BS, yeah. 10 months ago, I realized that the persistent joint pain, inflammation, and other issues I have been dealing with were not just an old issue or, what was it here? Were not just an old injury, cold, or a passing virus. I knew there was something systemic happening in my body, and it was a problem. I have now had more than 6 sets of x-rays. Exposure to radiation, 15 blood tests, and several different appointments, or totaling more than 25. Okay, I'm just going to have my screen reader try and read this because I'm trying to listen to what it says to me and repeat it, and it's not working. Okay, here we go.
But what, 10 months ago, I realized that the persistent joint pain, inflammation, and other issues I've been dealing with were not just an old injury, cold, or a passing virus. I knew there was something systemic happening in my body, and it was a problem. I now have had 6 sets of x-rays totaling more than 25 exposures, 5 rounds of blood work, 15 appointments with different doctors, and an MRI with another schedule. I've had to leave the care of 2 doctors, neither of whom listened to me. You are currently on the text element.
So, okay, so you're complaining your doctors didn't listen to you, but you're saying that you've done all of these things, and it sounds like the reason these things keep happening is because they're showing up negative. So, pardon?
Is she for real?
It's like, it sounds like this is a case of hypochondria.
Yeah. Because I
someone I know.
I'll like tell you what, I've got psoriatic arthritis. It's when you have an inflamed joint, you produce a chemical, and it attacks the bone.
Right.
You constantly think that there's a foreign body in the joint, and it needs to keep attacking it.
Right.
I'm in pain 24/7. I can't hardly move some days. Alcohol sets it off. Certain food sets off. Will you stop touching my bum? And, you know, I work 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
In a care home where you don't get time to sit down because they're non-stop, even in the night, they're non-stop. And I still get on with it. I bring my kids up, do the housework, and this one is moaning.
Yeah. And it sounds like, but it sounds like they're not even finding anything wrong with her. It sounds like it's like weird. Like, I still don't have answers as to what is wrong with me, she says. So that means that the tests are coming up negative.
Well, maybe if she gets off her ass, she might just feel a bit more better.
Maybe. Entitled bitch alert, says Jesse. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like anyone who says that is a terrible parent, says Mr. Misanthropic. Yeah. I'll agree with that.
You know, people like that really do get on my nerves because it's like, I keep moving because I know if I don't keep moving, I'll seize up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I've got arthritis, but it's not. But it's like, you know, I'm active all the time. I keep myself going.
Well, the more you stay still, the more you make it worse, right? Like.
Yeah, because they used to say with people with arthritis, you need to rest, and that would make them more worse because of resting.
Yeah.
Moving is better.
Yeah, my grandmother's got arthritis, and she's still, like, she's had it since she was in her 40s, and she just keeps going. That woman just never stops.
You keep going, you grin and bear it, get on with it. Yeah, maybe, because like, I might sound like a heartless cow, but you know what I mean? You've got to, because how you've got to see it is that your body's bullying you. So if
Mm,
you would fight any bully, you know, if someone was picking on you, you would fight them.
yeah.
It's the same with your body. You're going to tell your body, no, you're not stopping me. I'm getting up. I'm going to go to the shop. I'm going to get some healthy food.
Oh, Pincalo says she went to a chiropractor. I guarantee you she went to a fucking chiropractor. Yep, probably.
That one that Bear's done on Irate Alex. Oh, yeah, let's go to a chiropractor. I'm going to die of this. I'm taking magnesium for kidney failure. Yeah. You'll have to watch the video and then you'll understand what I mean.
Yeah.
They went to a chiropractor.
She continues to say, but this isn't about my illness. At the end of the day, illness or not, I'm still a mom with 2 kids to raise, as well as a spouse, a home, and businesses. Learning to adapt in this crisis has been what have you adapted? What crisis are you having?
The Mardas one, it sounds like.
And it is about your illness because the title of the article says that your illness is what is responsible for making your children better people. So make up your mind there, crazy lady. Watching this instead of Monkey, the boobs were too strong to resist. Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, blame the bear. He convinced Monkey to street, so blame the bear.
Let's see. The next heading in the story is, well, hold on, let's just get the screen reader so I don't fuck this up.
Heading level 3. They will be disappointed. They will also adapt.
They will be disappointed, but they will also adapt.
My kids are young, still in the figuring out potty training and grade school kind of young. There are things that disappoint them every day in their lives. Chicken and broccoli for dinner instead of pizza. Early bedtime. Not getting to hit their brother with a toy. You know, normal stuff. But my kids have also spent the last 10 months being disappointed for far more important things, such as their mom not being able to get down to the floor to play with them, or having to cancel an outing because mommy was in too much pain. You are currently on.
You know what? I have a horrible back. Like a horrible back. And being blind it's really hard to take the kids to the park, especially when it gets to be snowy or windy, or when they decide that they want to run away from you and you can't chase them. But you still do it. You still get down on the floor with them. Like, how are you in too much pain to sit down on the floor with them?
You can sit on the chair and do it on the table, you know, wait about it.
Yeah. Like, why do your kids have to adapt? Why can't you adapt?
Yeah. I get laughed at work. If I have to go on my hands and knees at work, I have to have a chair to get back up. I can't just get up off the floor.
Yeah.
So I get laughed at, but I joke about it, and even the kids joke about it.
Like, does that mean that, like, that's like saying that I can't see printed letters, so my kids have to just wait till school to learn their letters? No, fuck that. I adapted and got like 3D letters to teach Alex his letters. Your kids do not adapt to your illnesses. You fucking adapt them so you can be a parent to your kids.
Yeah.
That's just craziness. The chiropractor was probably an anti-vaxxer and gave her magnesium.
Yeah, that's the one I'm on about. It doesn't believe in giving vaccines, and they've given that lad magnesium.
Yeah. I refuse to go to my grandfather's like, oh, your back hurts? You should go to a chiropractor. And my father always jumps in and says, "Stop telling her to go to a chiropractor, god damn it." He gets so angry.
Having children knackers your back up.
Well, there are some chiropractors that will work on babies.
That's too young, man.
I don't understand. And there are people who will take their infants to a chiropractor.
No.
It's fucked.
Take them swimming. That's what will sort them out.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't take them to a chiropractor.
My mother used to work with somebody who, her daughter was in her 20s when my mother was working with this lady, and this lady had been taking her daughter to a chiropractor since she was born. And now her this coworker was like, "Oh, my daughter's always having these really bad back problems," and it's like, you've been getting her chiropractic since she was a baby. What do you think?
Yeah, I just don't get some people. And
so someone in chat is saying my dad had 3 back surgeries before I was 10 and was playing with us kids still. Yeah. You do what you do. Like, you can't make your kids adapt to your illness. That's fucked.
Yeah. It's like I'm supposed to have physio. It makes me worse. If I don't have physio, I can do everyday stuff, moving my arms, moving my legs a lot. But if I was to have physio, I'm in pain and I can't move. So
Yeah.
me being normal and not doing exercise like that, I'm fine. It just goes to show.
This article is pissing me off a lot more than I thought it would.
I get triggered really easily as well. So I'm biting my tongue not to swear. It's family content. But yeah.
Okay, so she's a doula. This woman. So she helps women give birth. So she's always leaving at different hours of the night to help her clients. So her kids are used to that. So I don't know, like. So it says having a doula for a mom, who can and does leave at all hours for clients, means my children are more accustomed to this arrangement than others might be. But it means that other times that they look forward to that I'm not working are impacted as well. Why? Why is that? You don't have actual answers for your... Yeah, see, Michelle says, I'm legally blind. You think I'm going to let that miss that opportunity to take care of my kids? Fuck that. I'll make it work. Yeah. You make it work. Your kids don't make it work. They didn't choose to be born to disabled or sick parents. So, like, why punish the kids?
Oh.
As a family, we've found other ways to connect. We watch more TV than I care to admit, and squabbles are often refereed from the couch. Sometimes books are read from the bed because I need to lay down. Our life is often filled with snuggles. So you let the pain rule your life, and the reason you're in so much pain is because you just give in and lay down.
It's like what I said, she's letting the body bully her and she's letting it win. And like being a couch potato is not exactly getting the whole family moving.
It's also teaching your kids bad like, I'll admit that, like, when I probably let Alex watch a bit more TV than he should, but it's not like I don't just sit there and say, "Oh, I'm too hurt today," or "Oh, my depression is too bad, so I'm gonna turn on the TV and just sit there and like no, this isn't. No, you can't do this to your kids. No.
Oh, she's doing the woes me act, and oh, I'm actually hitting myself on the head.
This just sounds lazy.
Yeah, and it probably doesn't help as well that she's going to have a messed up sleeping pattern if she's going off helping other women give birth.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the body's not even had time to rest, to get a full night's rest. So she's going to be in pain.
Yeah.
Oh, these people.
She continues. The next paragraph says, being honest. My kids don't know every single detail of my health. They don't need to. They're still small and deserve a world where they still feel secure. But that doesn't mean that we can or that we should or the unknown is frightening for kids, but we also can't pretend that there's nothing going on. We have to be selectively honest. And here's a quotation mark. Or here's some quotes she says to her children. Because of my let's see. They know mommy is sometimes unwell. They know sometimes I'm slow, need a cane, and see the doctor lots. That doesn't mean that I'm dying. It was a huge fear for them at one point. Why would you walking with a cane make them think you were dying? What did you say to them?
Oh, my legs fell off, but now I've got heart disease because I can't walk fast.
Like, seriously, why would your children see you walk with a cane and going to the doctors a lot and think you're gonna die? What?
Kids aren't stupid, they know.
No, they're not stupid. So what did they hear you saying? Like, what did they hear this woman saying that made them think that she's dying?
Oh, this woman, I just got to get a baseball bat and hit up the arse with it.
Yeah. Here, would you like some actual pain?
Yeah, here we go. Bang. Oh, God, now I don't even want to be a woman because then, mad ass.
This is like, wow. They will amaze you, she continues on. While living with an undiagnosed illness and trying to navigate our health system with a condition well and truly sucks, but there have been some silver linings. And what my children have learned is the biggest silver lining of them all. My two small children are learning compassion and empathy and tolerance and acceptance for people who are different. Having a parent with an illness has allowed my oldest, what did she say here? Having a parent with an illness has made my oldest more aware and wait, what? What? Has made my oldest more aware and helpful with people who are struggling with physical problems. It has made my youngest gentler with his hands, at least especially when someone has told him he needs to be, and not gentle like that bull in a china shop that preschoolers often are. Yeah, you know what? If you take 5 seconds to explain that to any kid, whether you're sick or not, they're not stupid.
No, it's like my son, my eldest.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got cerebral palsy or not, but he had the braces on. And every time he kept falling on the floor, we kept picking him up.
Yeah.
But then that child was taking advantage of him, and I was trying to explain to him, look, it's all right being nice, but when you're getting the mick taken out of you, because of him pushing you about, and you're not going to hit him back, then you've got to stop it. And he couldn't understand it. And I'm like, right, how I see it, he pushes you about, he thinks that you're not supposed to wear this, wear that, because his sisters do it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He falls on the floor, you pick him up as a nice gesture, as a friend, and then it took him 2 months for him to realise that his kindness was taken advantage of.
Mm.
In the end, that he went, right, I'm not picking you up off the floor anymore because I'm being nice and you're being horrible.
That sucks.
Yeah, so you can teach them in a way. I didn't have to do that with Reese. He's nice to anyone. Anyone falls on the floor, he picks him up and laughed at him. Was like, what are you kissing the floor for? So you can do it, and but to play on it like that, to thinking that it's going to teach your kids, then no, you can't use an illness. You're supposed to teach them that anyway.
Yeah.
Be kind to people.
Like if I hadn't been blind, I would still be teaching Alex and Logan to help people and be nice to people and what, like, it's not like I'm not gonna use my blindness as a teaching tool.
Yeah.
Jesse says just give her a Glasgow grin.
Yep.
There's a whole lot of not cooking going on in here right now.
Yeah, because I'm still streaming. It won't take long to
You
cook.
can do both.
No, I
You're a
can't.
woman.
You're a man. Out.
Men can't. Don't let me get out of my own kitchen. What's
See what I have to put up with.
washing up, cooking, washing on? Why are these womanly duties not being carried out right now?
She says, because of my illness, my children are better people. That's a pretty sparkly silver lining for me. So not because you're a good parent or anything like that, because you're sick. Way to identify as an illness there, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well put, Bear.
Near you in there.
I'm in my own kitchen.
Over there.
This is not a safe space.
Go in your safe space in there.
I don't want to go in there.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Get video done. Now.
I don't know what to do.
Unless I missed something, she doesn't even seem to have an illness, says Mr. Misanthropic. No, you didn't miss anything. She's gone through blood tests and x-rays and MRIs, and doctors don't seem to find anything, and so she still carries a cane and lays down on the couch and in bed, and yeah. I don't remember the last time I spent a day in bed, and it was definitely before I had children.
Yeah, I never stayed in bed all day.
Even when I'm sick and Pinkalo is home and tells me to stay in bed, I'm like, okay, I hear commotion. What the hell's going on? And I'm getting up, and you know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. It is impossible for me to do that.
I'm like that. You're going to do a video?
What?
Right. Pick him a video to do.
No.
Don't you have a video to do?
Yeah. I am, right?
I know. Go and do a reaction video.
To what?
I don't know. Japanese games. Don't put that laser in my face.
It's on your face, it's on your tits.
Burn a hole in my bra.
There's going to be a domestic live on my stream, I think.
No, we're not at that part yet.
I was just like a long strand.
My monk strength.
Yeah,
I do have monk strength.
you're autistic, so it's fine.
You are.
I'm not. ADHD is different.
And autistic.
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, that was quite funny. We were only joking when he went through his test. And then he did the test and it come out that he was autistic. Oh,
Just a splash of spectrum.
Where's that stupid article that I had? Oh, are you gonna make me give you my email before seeing this story, you piece of shit?
oh, I'm surprised they've not asked you for $1.
I'm not giving you my email website. You can fuck off.
Oh, you'll get spammed.
Okay, no, it's not. It was hiding. It hid the story. So in the States, we have recent natural disasters trigger complaints from disability groups. I guess FEMA is not doing enough to save the disabled people who are stuck in disaster-struck areas. Apparently, because it's, I don't know. We'll see if they're going to call discrimination.
Yeah, but would they have had a plan in place for them?
FEMA usually does have plans in place, yeah. Because it is the first emergency. What the hell does FEMA stand for? First?
Yeah.
I can't remember what FEMA stands for. Well, that's fine because I'm not American, so. Let's see. After a spate of recent natural disasters, some advocates are expressing alarm that certain federal emergencies. Wait, this is a big, long run-on sentence. Federal emergency response efforts are failing to protect the civil rights of people with disabilities. How? They're sending them unnecessarily to nursing homes. Well, if your house is fucking destroyed and you're disabled, where are you supposed to go for proper care?
Nursing would be the better because of having the hoist and the stand aids and
Yeah,
to go with it.
yeah.
And the right care. And I know it's the stigma of them saying nursing homes. It's like when I have a new resident that come in, it's like, oh, I'm in a nursing home. It's like, no, you just think of it as a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put that stigma on it. And that's what's taken the pride away because they've got to go in a nursing home. Just get your head out of the cloud.
The National Disability Rights Group ADAPT recently sent a letter to the Federal Emergency Management Agency. That's what FEMA stands for. Criticizing the release earlier this year of a strategic plan of preparedness, creating specific plans for people with disabilities. Unlike past plans that addressed people with disabilities, a national coalition has filed a lawsuit against FEMA and 3 other agencies for failing to what? What does it say here? Oh, equal access to shelters is their problem. So they're mad that they're not being sent to the same. They want to be sent. This is what it sounds like. We want to be shipped off to the same gymnasiums and stadiums as everyone else and subjected to the fucking stampedes and ridiculous behavior that goes on there instead of being sent to nursing homes where we're going to be safer and more accommodated.
And get 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot warmer.
Yeah.
Each to their own. Oh, what did you put with the Joneses? Got to go to the hall.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You wouldn't have asked for that if it was war.
Yeah. This is insane. During recent East Coast hurricanes, advocates say that shelters have lacked reasonable accommodations, including wheelchair accessible restrooms in some cases. Evacuees were sent into nursing homes if they couldn't return to previous community residences if shelters were shut down. Okay, but that's a good thing. Would you rather that you be turned out onto the street? Like, how is this damaging your civil rights?
Pride again.
Yeah. If you call nursing home food a meal, yeah, you know what? If I had a choice between nursing home or hospital food and going hungry, I'm gonna choke down the fucking. I'm gonna choke down that food. If I have a choice of going hungry or eating crap, I'm gonna eat crap.
Yeah.
Because if you're my point is, or my thoughts on that is, if you're in a position where you're that hard up, you beggars can't really be choosers. You know what I mean?
No.
These entities need to adhere to the existing laws, said some weird named person. An ADAPT organizer in Philadelphia. You don't hear of 25-year-old able-bodied people being forced into nursing homes because they want to close a shelter. No, they go on the fucking street, you retard. Holy fucking Christ. If the shelter is closed down, those able-bodied people are turned onto the streets. Is that what you want? Are you really arguing for the equal right to be turned into a homeless person? You fucking retard. That is fucked up.
I just don't know what else to say on this. It just seems like they're just whining over nothing.
They are.
Being given a roof over their heads. Like, if they're an amputee, they can keep that wound clean, have the medication on hand, and they don't have to worry about it running out because they'll be, having to register with a doctor so the prescriptions can carry on. What is the problem?
Like, I'm sorry, if you're disabled, you have needs that able-bodied people do not have. And nursing homes are able to accommodate those needs. This is not, you're not being sent there to be swept under the rug. You're being sent there to be helped. Of course, shelters don't have the proper accommodations for you because they're emergency shelters.
And they're not going to have the medication if you run out of medication, if you're diabetic or if you...
Yeah, if you've got epilepsy, if you're diabetic,
They're not going to have the medication in the home. They're going to have it because you will be registered within that day and you can carry on with your prescription. Oh, God.
Void Horison says they want the equal opportunity to be treated like shit. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They are complaining that they are not being treated like human garbage. This is kind of strange to me, but all right. Marcy Roth, CEO of the Partnership for Inclusive Disaster Strategies, and FEMA's former director of FEMA's Disability Integration, says people with disabilities are disproportionately affected during natural disasters. She says that barriers in accessible transportation or to help range from lack of accessible transportation to the complex process of disaster relief applications. Well, okay, but if they're sent to nursing homes, let the screen reader read it. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea, Pinkalo.
Marcy Roth, CEO of the Partnership for Inclusive Disaster Strategies and FEMA's former Director of Disability Integration, said people with disabilities are disproportionately affected during natural disasters. She said barriers to help range from a lack of accessible transportation to the complexity of disaster assistance applications.
Okay, but if you're living in a nursing home, won't they help you with that? They're equipped to help you with that stuff. They don't want you there taking up beds that, like, potential patients that can pay them are going to need. So they're going to want you to get moved on and helped and get into, like, get disaster relief assist. Like, why would they not help you with that? That makes no sense.
People with disabilities are by law a protected class that the federal government is required to provide equal access to. Roth said, there are no disaster loopholes. You can't say, there's a disaster, so therefore we're going to get to this later.
They're not saying that. Oh my God, that's not what they're saying. They're putting you in a safer spot so that you can get your applications taken care of and shit.
Oh, God.
And this is a person who used to work for FEMA. What the fuck?
Oh, it's like he said, she said.
Yeah. Holy Christ. All right, this article is almost done, and then we're going to do chat time for the last 10-15 minutes because I've got 11:18 and I usually end at 11:20. So we'll go till 11:30 and then so let's finish this article and then we'll talk to chat and then we'll wrap up. Let's see here.
Advocates have expressed concern that not enough federal disability integration advisors have been sent to assist with Hurricane Michael in Florida and Hurricane Florence that struck the Carolinas. As a result, they said some people with disabilities have not been able to get in-person help or information and have been instead directed to the FEMA website or toll-free number. I think there's been a lack of understanding about how people that are in dire situations can be provided with the needed accommodation so they can benefit from services, said June Isaacson-Kiles, a California disability rights consultant who serves on FEMA's National Advisory Council. A FEMA spokesperson said a strategic plan will be discussed this week with disability stakeholders. As for sending disability integration advisors, the agency said there is no set number of advisors who respond on the ground to disasters. The number of advisors assigned will ebb and flow based on the unique characteristics of the disaster, impacted communities and identified needs of disaster survivors with disabilities, the spokesperson said in a statement. You are currently on the text element.
Okay, so basically they have to tailor the response to the disaster, which is FEMA's fucking job. And they are trying to do the best they can by the disabled people in the communities affected. This is not a we hate the disabled people, let's ship them off to nursing homes problem. This is a let's see here. Seriously, emergency care means emergency. It's not let's move you, your TV, and your drugstore. Yeah, exactly. if you're in an emergency, things are going to be uncomfortable for you, whether you're disabled or not. This is ridiculous, and thank God the article's over because my head was about to explode.
I just don't get it. It's like, why whinge over the help that you're getting? But there's just no pleasing people, is there?
Yeah, it's not the correct help.
So where they're supposed to go in child services? What?
It's not the right help. I don't like the help I'm getting.
Well, guess what? You're not going to like the help when you're nearly dead then.
Exactly.
Even Satan won't come for you.
Like, would these people rather they be turned out onto the streets and then take advantage of by other homeless people? Because they're freaking disabled and a prime target? Or would they prefer to be sent into a nursing home where they can be warm and get their meds and have some assistance in navigating the applications for disaster relief? These people break my brain.
Yeah, how did they get on as children when they needed the help to get where they are now?
Yeah.
No pleasing them.
This is driving me to fucking drugs.
You know what? I'm having a fag. I'm supposed to cut down my smoking and I'm getting stressed.
I'm a silly person. I miss cigarettes. I quit when I got pregnant. And I miss cigarettes. I don't miss the price of cigarettes here.
I roll my own bags, so it works out cheaper.
Yeah, see, if I could roll my own, I probably would, but I can't. I suck at, like, I can't even roll a joint, so.
I don't know how I learned to roll fags. I just rolled the fags. And then my dad and like there, they were like, show me how you make a fag. So I was doing that.
Well, guys, it's 20 after 11. Do you guys have any questions for me or Vanilla Bear before we wrap up at around 11:30? We got 10 more minutes.
I know I'm not letting my secrets out.
I'm not letting your secrets. Not letting any secrets out. Oh my goodness. The sickness is taking hold. I'm finally getting what the kids had.
Yeah, I've had my flu jab, so everyone at my place where I work has all got the flu and I haven't.
See, for people like you where you work, getting the flu shot would make sense. Like that's the one vaccine that I don't get, because I don't work around the elderly or anything like that, right? So because the flu shot is based on last year's strain of flu, and flu viruses mutate like crazy fast.
Yeah.
I just don't bother with it. But all of like my kids have all of their other shots.
Yeah.
I refuse.
I've only got it this year only because late last year the government had put it into place that people working in care can have it for free. So I jumped at the chance this year. I'm like, right, I'm having my flu jab.
Yeah.
If it gives them an extra couple of months, right? Because we say winter is the bad time for the elderly.
Yes.
Any type of virus or whatever, it either knocks them and they're not going to come back from it. So it's like I'll prevent it if I can.
Exactly. Wait, will Canadian Satan come then, says Jacob Neville. I don't know, maybe. Michelle says, I quit 20 years ago, never looked back. Yeah.
I did quit and then I started again, but then Bear quit and then I hid it from him that I quit, that I was still smoking. So while he was at work, I was on like 10 fags a day. And then he'd be like, Reese, hurry up, get ready, I need the shot now. I was an angry lady in the morning.
Yeah, I quit smoking when I got pregnant with my first, and then things were really, really fucking stressful for Pincalo and I because we had to move in with my mother when we had Alex because we got screwed by a friend who we were trying to help. So he became a roommate and financially screwed us over, so we had to move in with my mother. And just before I got pregnant with with our second, I started smoking again because it was just stupid stressful. And then the minute like what told me I was pregnant was I was smoking a cigarette and I was like, this is just wrong. And I threw out, it was like a full pack of cigarettes. And I went home and I was like, honey, I think you need to get a pregnancy test. Because I'm one of those people that I really enjoy smoking. The only way I was able to quit cigarettes was because I was smoking weed. And I kind of just substituted it. But I enjoyed smoking cigarettes. But the cheapest packs here now are over $10.
Wow.
So they really make it expensive, and it's like it's not worth it.
The next habit.
Yeah.
It's like when I found out I was pregnant with Alfie, I nearly fell down the stairs. Because I was like, when you know you've missed the period, but you're like, but I've got the heavy feeling. And I was mucking my mate Dorsey's out at the time and moving wheelbarrows. And I carried a fridge freezer on my back to get it out the house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, something doesn't feel right here. Done a pregnancy test, but as I'd done the first one, I'm like, oh shit, it's positive. And I'm texting Bear, going, I think you better come home. She was allowed to come home at dinner. And I was like, you better come home at dinner. And he's like, why? I went, you better come home at dinner. And he was like, why? I went, how does Dad sound? Right? But as I'm texting it, I'm trying to pull my pants up and go down the stairs, and I'm swearing about a Tourette's. Running down the stairs, pulling my pants up, sat in the living room, and he was like, do the other one. I'm like, why? It's come up positive. Don't need the other one. And he didn't believe me. I had to get my next door neighbour to take a picture of the phone to send to him that I was pregnant. And then he blurts out in the middle of his office going, I'm going to be a dad.
Yeah.
And I'm sat in the corner rocking going, oh my God, not again. Like, I can't do this. But then I broke my toe.
Oh God.
Got shingles. Yeah, I broke my toe because I had baby brain, pregnancy brain. I put the mattress up, but I put the boards next to it. Instead of moving the boards first, I moved the mattress and it landed on my foot.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I had about a Tourette's with that. And then I got shingles on my back.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was only a small patch, but I was like, I've not even had chicken pox, so how can I have shingles?
That's just weird.
Yeah. And then what was the third one?
Jesse says Alfie is comedy gold. He really is.
He is hilarious. Oh, the maths question that he had with his teaching assistant. She asked him the question of, like, there's 8 kids, 4 buckets, 3 spades. Can you share them? And he went, yeah. And they were like, well, how are you going to share it? Because Mum's going to buy another one. And they were like, no, Mum's not going to buy another one. Well, they'll have to share then.
That's funny.
And I'm like, it's proper, the class clown. It's like first day back at school on Monday, he stood in the doorway of his classroom and he went, I'm here.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's definitely got the comedian in him. He when he was little as well, if Reese was eating a bag of crisps, he'll get Reese by the collar, pull him back, take the crisp off him, and then sit him back up. I can't replace Bear on GPP. Because for one, I just wouldn't get on with Sinatra. And Uncle, it'll just be a shouting match.
I totally would.
Yeah. As much as I like him, and I have met Sinatra, he's a good lad, but I can only take some people in small doses. Oh. Yeah, and he's
Well,
not happy
guys.
with me.
Oh, he's not, huh?
No. He's like a little bit taller than me, and he was like, no one can move me, and he went, just watch me, and it nearly threw him across my living room. Oh, yeah, he's not happy with me.
That's funny. Oh, guys, it is 11:30, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out and watching, and thank you, Vanilla Bear, for coming on and talking to me. I know we kind of screwed up the times a little bit, but it was good to have you on, and I think it would be fun to have you on again sometime, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. And
I did, and I will be having a birthday stream 2 weeks today.
oh, cool.
So I'm going to do it on Irate Bear's channel.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm going to have a few guests on, so you're welcome to come on.
Well, I'd be happy to.
Yes, I'm going to be 33.
Oh, very, very cool. I'll be 30 in July, so.
No, you've got to be older than me. I'm not allowed to be older.
Well, Piccolo's older than you. Does that make you feel better?
A lot better, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, they're younger than me.
Yeah, he's 34 this year, so he'll be 35 in June.
Oh.
So yeah, thanks you guys for coming out. I'm gonna wrap it up here and go get some lunch because it's gonna be time for my orientation lesson. And today, I think I'm gonna finish filling out that guide dog application. So yay!
He'll work out for you.
Yeah, it'll be great. So thanks everyone for coming out. I'm going to end here, and thanks again to my guest. Please like and share the stream. And please, if you guys are willing and able, consider hitting up the Streamlabs or the Patreon link in the description. Have an amazing day, guys. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great day, guys.